Hello, and welcome back to Navigating the Periphery. My name is Debra, and this is my son Philip.
Hello!
How are you guys doing today? If you're into what we're doing on this channel, you know what to do. We want to try and get our message out there and try to reach and help as many people as we can. Navigating the Periphery, we are trying to stop the stigma of a mental health diagnosis, one show at a time. If you know anyone who could benefit from watching our channel, please help spread the word.
Remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You are not alone. We're here.
So Philip, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great today, Mom. How are you doing?
I am good.
Excellent. I am excited to discuss today's topic. Today we are going to navigate the periphery of celebrities and other famous people who have been diagnosed with schizophrenia and other mental health issues, and have come forward to tell their story and in turn advocate for others and the link between creativity and mental illness.
Despite the prevalence and global impact of mental health conditions, it's still hard to open up and ask for help when you most need it. Research shows that harmful stereotypes about mental illness often prevent people from seeking treatment or speaking out at all. Luckily, in recent years, we've seen a shift in the way people view and talk about mental health. Conversations about depression, anxiety, addiction, and more have moved from the private to the public sphere. That's not only important, but very effective, according to mental health experts. In fact, when public figures like actors, sports figures, and musicians open up about their own mental health struggles, it can help break down stigma, spark important discussions, and even inspire people to seek treatment.
In this week's episode, we've selected a few of each. People who have had the strength to come forward with their diagnosis to help bring awareness to their issue, in an attempt to help others, just like we are trying to do on our channel. Due to the complexity surrounding schizophrenia and mental health in general, these celebrities have come out to talk about their own experiences. Their stories serve as inspiration, and their actions help to fight the stigma about the disorder.
We're going to start today in the sports world, specifically football. Lionel Aldridge is perhaps best known for his role in helping the Green Bay Packers win 2 Super Bowl championships in the 1960s. He went on to retire from playing to work as a sports analyst. Aldridge started noticing some changes in his 30s that disrupted his life and relationships. He got divorced and was even homeless for a couple of years in the 1980s. He started speaking publicly about schizophrenia shortly after receiving his diagnosis. He now focuses on giving speeches and talking to others about his experiences. He states, "When I started, I did it as a way to keep myself stable." He has said, "But once I got well, it serves as a way to get the information out. My accomplishment is that people are hearing what can be done. People can and do recover from mental illness. The medication is important, but it doesn't cure you. I won the things I did to help myself and people who may be suffering now, or people who may know someone who is suffering, so that they can hear that." His message is a powerful one because it mentions not only medication to help keep the mental illness under control, but that it is not a cure-all.
In the realm of science and math, there is the late mathematician and Professor John Nash, who is perhaps most famous and well known for the depiction of his story in the 2001 film A Beautiful Mind. John Nash was a brilliant mathematician whose life and work inspired the acclaimed book and movie A Beautiful Mind. Born in 1928 in West Virginia, Nash made groundbreaking contributions to game theory, differential geometry, and partial differential equations. He was awarded the Nobel Prize in Economics in 1994 for his work in game theory, particularly his concept of equilibrium, known as the Nash equilibrium, Despite his significant academic achievements, Nash struggled with mental illness throughout his life, particularly schizophrenia, which began to manifest in his early adulthood. The movie A Beautiful Mind portrays his struggles with mental illness and his journey towards recovery and acceptance. Nash's life is a testament to both the power of the human mind and the challenges of mental illness. He passed away tragically in a car accident in 2015 along with his wife, Alicia, leaving behind a legacy of mathematical brilliance and resilience in the face of adversity.
Now, in the music world, although many entertainers discuss their mental issues, a story that touches deep with me is Brian Wilson's story. Brian Wilson, a founding member of the Beach Boys, struggled with mental illness throughout his life. His battles with depression, anxiety, and auditory hallucinations significantly impacted both his personal life and his career. Wilson's mental health issues became more pronounced in the mid-1960s as he worked on the groundbreaking album Pet Sounds. The pressure to follow up the success of the Beach Boys' earlier hits, combined with his perfectionism and increasing drug use, exacerbated his struggles. During this time, he experienced intense anxiety and auditory hallucinations, which led to his decision to withdraw from touring with the band. Wilson's condition worsened over the years, and he faced periods of extreme depression and social withdrawal. Despite these challenges, he continued to create great music, albeit sporadically, and his solo career produced several acclaimed albums. In the 1980s, Wilson's mental health improved somewhat after receiving therapy and treatment for his condition. He made a significant comeback with the release of his solo album, Brian Wilson, in 1988, followed by the completion and release of the Beach Boys' Smile album in 2004, an unfinished project from the 1960s. Wilson's story highlights the complex relationship between creativity and mental illness, and underscores the importance of seeking treatment and support for those struggling with mental health issues.
An interesting tidbit is that both of his daughters, Carney and Wendy, were in the pop trio Wilson Phillips. Also, from the acting world, we have one of my favorite actors of all time, Robin Williams. The beloved actor and comedian is often remembered not only for his incredible talent and contributions to film and television, but also for his struggles with mental illness. His life and career provided a poignant example of how mental health challenges can coexist with extraordinary creativity. Throughout his life, Robin Williams battled severe depression. His struggles with depression were well documented, and he often spoke candidly about his experiences with the condition. He described his depression as a relentless, dark presence that he had to fight against daily.
Williams also struggled with substance abuse issues, particularly in the 1980s and 1990s. His battles with alcohol and drugs were public, and he sought treatment multiple times. Substance abuse often exacerbated his mental health issues, making his condition more challenging to manage. In the final years of his life, Robin Williams was diagnosed with Lewy body dementia, a progressive neurodegenerative disease that affects movement, cognition, and behavior. This condition is known to cause hallucinations, confusion, and severe mood swings. The disease's impact on Williams' brain function likely contributed to his mental health decline, complicating his already difficult battle with depression.
This really hits home for me on several levels. Robin Williams was my favorite actor, and my grandfather passed away in 2014 from complications from Lewy body dementia. So I saw personally the damage that disease can cause. Despite his mental health struggles, Williams' creativity and comedic genius flourished. His ability to bring joy to millions through his performances, whether in stand-up comedy, films, or television, was unparalleled. Movies like Good Will Hunting, Dead Poets Society, and Mrs. Doubtfire showcased his remarkable range and deep humanity. Williams was known for his exuberant personality and boundless energy, often making others laugh. However, his public persona often masked the intense internal battles he faced. Many who knew him were unaware of the depth of his struggles until after his passing.
Lastly, from the art world, we have Vincent van Gogh. Most historians believe that the renowned artist Vincent van Gogh suffered from schizophrenia because of his alleged hearing voices and hallucinations. He was prone to psychotic and manic episodes, especially in the last 2 years of his life. But despite this, he succeeded in creating 2,100 absolutely beautiful works of art, along with the world-famous picture, The Starry Night. It's essential to recognize the limitations of diagnosing historical figures, especially without direct clinical observation or access to medical records. Van Gogh's mental health remains a subject of speculation and debate among scholars and mental health professionals. While schizophrenia is one possibility, other conditions such as bipolar disorder or epilepsy have also been proposed as explanations for his symptoms and behavior. Ultimately, the exact nature of Van Gogh's mental health struggles may never be definitively determined. Still, his legacy as one of the most influential and celebrated artists in history continues to captivate and inspire people around the world.
The connection between creativity and mental illnesses has been a source of interest towards researchers for years. Mental illnesses have a large impact on the sufferer's creativity and how they express themselves. Many household names in the world of entertainment have dealt with mental illnesses such as depression, anxiety, mania, bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, and other mental health issues.
These illnesses and their impacts are visible in some of the world's most famous paintings, literature, and music. The relationship between creativity and mental illness is a complex and debated topic with no simple answer. While there is evidence to suggest that individuals in creative fields may be more prone to certain mental health issues, such as depression, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and substance abuse, the nature of this association is multifaceted and not fully understood.
Some theories suggest that certain traits commonly found in creative individuals, such as heightened sensitivity, openness to experience, and divergent thinking, may predispose them to mental health challenges. Additionally, the creative process itself, which often involves intense emotional experiences, self-expression, and vulnerability, may contribute to emotional turbulence and psychological distress. However, it's important to note that not all creative individuals experience mental illness, and not all people with mental illness are exceptionally creative. The relationship between creativity and mental health is not deterministic, and many factors, including genetic predisposition, environmental influences, life experiences, and access to support and treatment, contribute to an individual's mental health outcomes.
Furthermore, creativity can also serve as a source of resilience and coping for individuals struggling with mental health issues. Engaging in creative pursuits such as art, music, writing, or other forms of expression can provide an outlet for emotions, a sense of purpose, and a means of connecting with others. Overall, the link between creativity and mental illness remains a complex and nuanced area of study, and more research is needed to understand the underlying mechanisms and implications fully. It's essential to approach this topic with sensitivity, recognizing the diversity of human experiences and the importance of supporting mental health and well-being in creative communities. When celebrities do speak out and speak up about what matters to them, the world listens, especially teens and young adults. By sharing their personal passions and challenges, film and pop stars influence the way society views important issues. That's why celebrity mental health advocates can make a powerful and positive difference. and it's definitely a powerful thing. It makes people more comfortable to open up about how they feel. That status, wealth, and money have no bearing on how mental health issues can affect you. Mental health issues do not discriminate. They affect everyone. Many celebrities realize the importance of using their platform to bring attention to often hidden problems. Yet conversations on mental health in the public discourse can be very challenging when words like trauma, anxiety, and self-care have become so commonplace. Self-diagnosis has also become more popular as more people begin to talk openly about their symptoms.
Many people have their own favorite social media and TikTok therapists who speak great things and have wonderful advice for their followers to like and repost. Increased awareness and efforts to destigmatize mental illness are beneficial because it helps people think more directly and intentionally about their mental well-being and psychological needs. Ideally, increased awareness should lead to conversations with a mental health professional, well, in a perfect world anyway.
Sadly, some of these individuals will not seek out the mental help that they need.
That was a lot to cover, but since we started our channel, I've wanted to do an episode on creativity and the link between creativity and mental illness.
This is a great topic, Philip. I'm really glad that we covered it.
I think so too. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Navigating the Periphery. Remember, it's okay not to feel or be okay all the time. You are not alone. We're here.
We are. Let us know what you think about this episode in the comments below. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thanks so much for tuning in this week. And until we see you next time in our next episode coming really soon, have a wonderful evening. Take care. Laugh at yourself when you make a mistake. And bye for now.
Bye.
Bye.